Good morning, guys. Come in. We're not quite midweek yet. It's only Tuesday, but I don't know. It feels like Wednesday. Come on in, guys. If this is your first time tapping in, welcome. If you are a regular, so happy to see you. I am Kiki, your fierce and fabulous immigration attorney, y'all. I'm giving y'all big sleeve, cold shoulder. Y'all know how I do. So today we're going to do some immigration updates. And oh, thanks, Glenton Love. Yes. My mom was a fashion designer. She loved fashion and I grew up. I think like fashion is just like it's just in me. I like wearing things that are just like, I don't know, head turning. Anyway, so guys, we're doing some immigration updates. And then as always, I'll, open it up for you guys to ask your questions. And I'll do my best to answer the questions. We're live on TikTok. We're live on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. And we're live on YouTube. You guys share. Okay, share this live. Share this live. Okay, share the live across your platforms because you never know who could benefit from this. As always, guys, I am open to answering your questions as best as I possibly can. You guys know that my expertise is mostly in VAWA cases, Violence Against Women Act, marriage green card cases, really difficult marriage green card cases, removal of conditions. So anyway, some quick immigration news and updates, right? There is a shortage of workers in the United States. There are more openings than there are people who are eligible to work. What does that mean? It means that if our immigration system would be a little bit better and allow undocumented immigrants a path to documentation so they could work, we could fill the labor shortage. So there are 10 million job openings in the United States, but only 5.7 million unemployed workers, right? So the unemployed workers means the people who can work but are not working, but there are 10 million job openings. So even if all those unemployed people worked, we would still have about 4 or 5 million jobs just sitting there with no one to legally fill them. So run these immigrants, their statuses, their green cards, make the path a little easier. The Biden administration has outlined a plan to give some sort of a new identification to illegal immigrants. It would save the ICE and customs enforcement a lot of resources and kind of streamline the process, so they're able to quickly verify an immigrant's status and help immigrants make their court hearings and kind of be where they need to be. So that's that with this. I think that's a good idea. I think giving immigrants some sort of a card or an ID where if you scan it or you do whatever, it pulls up everything. Good morning, Alton Bell on Facebook. We never get anyone on Facebook, so I'm excited that someone's saying hello. Okay, so that's that. There are still issues with busing immigrants to New York. Now DeSantis is hopping on that train from Florida, sending immigrants to New York, and I think Delaware because that's where Biden's from. But anyway, so that's what's happening with that. You guys, elections are coming up. If you're eligible to vote, please vote because a lot of the issues on the ballot are going to affect immigration. Please do not vote if you are not a U.S. citizen. Don't do it. Only vote if you are a U.S. citizen. Okay. Okay. So there are questions already. So questions. Let's see these questions on TikTok. Someone said, "Good morning, beautiful. Good morning to you too." Okay, someone said, "My girl is now married, but she still stalks me. What's her problem?" Oh, I don't know. Are you trying to get are you looking to get a green card? I don't know. Unless it's an immigration matter, I don't know. You may want to resolve that issue. You never want to have a situation where someone's stalking you. I don't do TPS for Haiti, so frankly, I'm not familiar with the TPS situation for. I mean, I know there's TPS opening right now for Haiti. There's some for Cameroon, but I don't really deal much with TPS for Haiti. Someone says, can you help me replace my authorization card? Absolutely. Give us a call. Let's do a consultation and let's see what you qualify for at this time. Would be happy to renew that for you. Mr. Ike 21. Okay. Someone says, oh, thank you, Christian. Christian says, good morning. Your fits are everything as usual. Okay, y'all don't enable me. All right. I already got a retail therapy problem. I'm the person that wakes up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I start shopping really, really bad. Someone says, U visa, green card to citizenship. Can I do it? Can I do this myself? I mean, you can do anything you want to do. Is it advisable? No. So I would advise it. So let's see. All right. What other questions do you guys have? So guys, this live is going to be really short. Please, if you are on TikTok, please share the live. If you're on Instagram, please share the live. Because the truth is a lot of people could benefit from this. And we want to make sure this has the reach that it really deserves. There's so many immigrants in the United States that are in the dark, don't know what to do, are being ill-advised by attorneys that are unethical, notarios, and people who are not licensed to practice law, but just do it on the side. Someone says, what usually happens if you get a medical RFE after the interview? Nothing. They just need it. Your medical RFE is required for them to make a decision. So it just means that that's one more piece of evidence that they need before they make a decision. So, I mean, it's good in the sense that they're actually looking at your case, right? So you're actually getting an RFE. There's some cases where after interview, they just kind of sit there. You don't hear from them. So that's good that they're being proactive with your case and it's not gathering dust. Someone says on TikTok, I petitioned for my husband. I'm a U.S. citizen I'm a U.S. citizen. When should I expect a green card and work permit? Well, work permit will happen first, 6 to 9 months. A green card, 2 to 2.5 years. Okay. Someone said, good morning. I hear that City of Juarez consulate is not giving appointments. Is that true? I haven't heard that, but to be honest, a lot of my cases, my clients are able to adjust in the United States. I really dread when they have to go to Ciudad Juarez because it's a really, really tough consulate out there. But I do have a few cases that are waiting on a 601A approval, and they will end up in Ciudad Juarez because that was the only option they have. As far as them not giving any appointments right now, I have not heard of that, to be honest. Okay. And you know what? Let me just touch on that. The ways in which, there's a question on, I'm sorry. There's a question on Facebook. Can you pull that question up? So someone says, good morning. My wife and I married 11 months now. She is planning to divorce me. I did my biometrics over 10 months now. Ooh. So it sounds like you may have some issues there where you could possibly qualify for VAWA. If your wife divorces you while your I-130 is pending, it will be invalidated and you will be left with no status. So why don't you give us a call and do a consultation and see what's really going on in your marriage and why it is that now your wife wants to divorce you? Were there issues where she felt like she can control you because she's filing for you? Have there been threats of deportation? What's going on in your marriage? Let's do a consultation. Let's talk. 612-453-2691. Mr. Alton Bell, I look forward to speaking with you. Okay. I do not do any green card lottery. Literally, I have no idea. Like, all I know with the green card lottery cases, a lot of people, when they enter in green card lottery, they really falsify information and it haunts them in the United States. That's all I know. Because I get a lot of people that come to me and say, oh, blah, blah, blah. I didn't claim I had 5 kids. Now that I don't know. I don't do that. I don't do green card lottery. Someone on TikTok says, USCIS approved and sent case to the NVC to bring my mom. How long do they take to review, schedule interviews? So now the cases at the NVC, you have to go and submit all the documents at the NVC, and then it'll be sent over to the embassy. The embassy will put you in line for an interview. That could be a year, it could be 2, based on how slow things are. And I don't know what country your mother is consular processing from. That can also be a big that also plays into like the delays and how long things are taking. So, okay. Oh, Guinea. I want to say some Guinea consular processing in Dakar. I want to say they're in Dakar. And if they're in Dakar, Dakar is consular processing for the Gambia and Guinea, I believe. So it's inundated. Is it worth trying to expedite the work permit if the interview is completed? What interview? So what, you've been waiting, you actually got your adjustment interview before getting your work permit? That's a little backwards. If you already had your interview, that means they should be making a decision pretty soon. But you know what? They could sit on that decision for 6-9 months. So if you need to work, you may want to go ahead and expedite your work permit. So adjustment of status. So you've had the interview, but they haven't approved you yet. So what I'm saying is you still don't have any way to work because you don't have an approval. You could get an approval tomorrow. You could get it in 2 weeks. They could sit on it for the next 9 months. Do you have an attorney? If you do, make sure they're on that. Okay, someone says, unapproved I-360 since 2020 due to previous case removal, judge denied reopening case advice. Oh, that's a consultation question. Give me a call. Let's take a closer look. I can't even begin because that you have a lot going on there. So your I-360 was approved, denied, the judge denied reopening the case. Yeah, because typically you would need to terminate proceedings in the EOIR in court, so you can adjust with USCIS. So let's do a consultation. Sugar D. Denny. How long does a work permit take on a U visa? So now they're doing bona fide classifications. So those, they're like 3-4 years behind. Otherwise, you get a work permit once the actual U visa is approved. My mother has withholding of removal. Is there any chance for her? 23 years in this country? Withholding of removal literally is what it says. It withholds them from removing you. That is it. No path to citizenship, no green card, unless she qualifies for something else. We can take a look at that during a consultation. 612-453-2691. Do you guys share this live? Someone says, I did my citizenship application and sent it over to the office, but up to now, I haven't heard. How did you send it? Did you send it by means of tracking? How long ago did you send it? You should have at least had a receipt notice by now. Do you have a lawyer? If you have a lawyer, make sure your lawyer is on that. And if you don't have a lawyer, maybe this may be a good time to consider getting a lawyer on your case. What is the success rate on K1 from Nigeria? I don't have the numbers, but I mean, it's, it really depends. It's really hard to say. Probably less than 50%. Thank you, Crown Life. Sugar Dean, I'm not sure about that. They said the request was done outside of the 1 year of the I-360. Never, ever heard of that. But again, we need to do a consultation, okay? Someone says, I was married both. I was married. I never knew I was divorced. I had my papers going on. Roberta, aka Duck. Let's do a consultation. Please put that question again. It's really hard to make it out. I'm not exactly sure what you're trying to say. It says that you think you were married. I'm not sure what you're asking. So let's either do a consultation or ask the question again. Okay. Someone says, let's see. Does not filing your tax the year prior affect your I-130? Why didn't you file the tax? What was the reason? I mean, typically not filing your taxes, as long as you get caught up, should be fine. But you want to have a good reason why you didn't file. And if you didn't file, you want to make sure that if you should have filed, you are working something out. Okay. Someone says, good morning. I asked you about my daughter the other day, if I can file. Oh, yes. And I got your answer. So is your daughter in current legal status? if she is not, she cannot adjust her status. In your case, user 113225, naturalize and then file for your daughter. Because your daughter, the thing about a green card holder, because you're a green card holder, even though she's a minor, she has to be in current legal status to adjust. Otherwise, she has the consular process. So I would say that in your case, get your citizenship. That way, because she's still so young, she can adjust her status in the United States. But I'm not sure if you told me if her status was current. Is she like on a visitor's visa still? I don't know what it is, but we can do I'm happy to do a consultation with you. Good morning, good morning, good morning on Instagram. Okay. So someone says, what are the odds of a felon getting a passport to Nigeria? I mean, I don't know. Getting a passport to Nigeria? What do you mean? A felon getting a passport to Nigeria? I know nothing about that. Okay. Someone says, can I expedite my case due to not being able to work and not having childcare? Husband's overseas. So one of the reasons you can expedite at least is your husband in the military. But otherwise, if you work permits can be expedited if you can show that you are the only and sole breadwinner. So in your case, your husband's overseas. I don't know what he's doing there, but you're here. You're the only one here with your children. You need to work so you can feed the kids. If you can't work, the kids are going to go hungry. They're going to starve. So that could be a good case to expedite at least your work permit. But as far as the green card itself, you probably cannot. Oh, EB. You're in the subway. You got service in there, girl. And I know you're in a city where underground, you guys move around in your subway. New York, you move around the subways quite often. So I don't know if you have any service, but sounds like you do. Well, I'm happy that you tapped in. Someone says, I filed for my mother since last October, but I didn't hear anything from them. When you say you didn't hear anything, no receipt notice. If you don't have a receipt notice, that's a problem. So that's a problem. Where is your mother? Is she out of the United States? Is she going to consular process? Is she here in the US? I need to know these questions. I need to know, like, did she apply for a work permit? Have you not heard back about a work permit in almost a year? Do you have a lawyer? If you don't, probably a good idea to get one. Okay. Guys, I have a minute. Well, I'll probably go till 10:25 because I have a consultation at 10:30. Someone says, I was married to someone in the military. Can it be expedited work permit? We can certainly make the case. I mean, they love their servicemen, that's for sure. We can certainly make the case. Again, everything when it comes to expediting, it's discretionary. It's discretionary. So we can make the case and see what happens. King Tima, she's in Sierra Leone. Okay. I think the Sierra Leone consulate is open and handling cases. Yeah, so I'm half Sierra Leonean. So, I mean, if you want to do at least a consultation, let's see where things are, see if we can do a congressional inquiry based on what state you're in. I'd be happy to chat with you and see what we can do regarding your mother in Sierra Leone. What if my spouse was a felon a few years back? Will that affect me getting a green card? So the only crimes that prevent U.S. citizens, green card holder will be that they will have issues with being deported, but mostly U.S. citizens if they have felonies, or if they're crimes where children were harmed, like sexual crimes against children. It's something called the Adam Walsh Act. And so if your U.S. citizen petitioner has harmed children, like sexually, physically, and things like that, it could be a problem. Otherwise, no. I mean, I have clients where their spouses are in jail for like really bad things, but you can still petition. But the problem is, the issue becomes, if your spouse is a felon, are they working right now? Are they able to sponsor you financially? You got to iron all that out. I have been a DACA student. I have my master's now. I still don't have any way of getting my citizenship, nor that is so heartbreaking because the truth is, a lot of DACA recipients are such an asset to our society, our community. They have contributed so much, they've been through so much. And to go through all that and still not have status is heartbreaking. I really do hope that this new Biden rule puts you guys in a much better place, a much better situation. But good for you though for getting your master's and staying the course, even in the face of all the uncertainty. I cannot imagine what it feels like to be so uncertain. Well, I guess I can because I've been through immigration issues before, but that's tough though. So my heart is with you. They told me the process is 16 months. Yeah, they're right. 16 months. You just got to wait it out. Oh, thank you, Shalipu. You guys know I have all boys, so I got to make sure I keep some feminine energy in this house. Otherwise, they're going to run me crazy. And the dog is male. So now I got 5 men running around here. My husband, the 3 boys, and the dog. I got to hold it down. Thank you, just another human. Okay, so what else we got over here? Sister got deported 12 years ago. Can she apply for a visa? We need to have a consultation about that. I don't know why she got deported. I mean, certainly if there were any bars, she's probably ran them out. She's going to need a waiver to come back in, depending on why she was deported. So that's a consultation question. Consultations are $150. Wednesdays, we do free consultation. Last Wednesday of the month, free consultations, but we're booked out till November. So if your situation is urgent, then you may want to pay to have that consultation sooner. Thanks, Marzippy. Oh, you guys aren't running this morning. It was not easy, but we're not going to talk about that today because I'm trying to recover. This is it's a top. I actually have this also in green. You guys will get to know that when I like something, I get all the colors. So I have this blouse in this color in green. If y'all saw the dress I had on about 2 weeks ago, the really big sleeves, I also have that in green and blue. Yeah, I am that person that has many different colors of the same outfit. All right, guys, I got to hop off. I have a consultation at 10:30 that I have to prepare for, but I am going to try. So I'm sorry, guys. The last couple of days, I have not been able to come here at night because my kids have started sports, football, baseball, all types of things. So I'm not able to come on here at night because my husband has me on on duty because we have 3 kids. So I have to run at least one of them to their sports practice. So I'm not able to come on here at night, but I'll try. All right. Okay. As always, if you want to do a consultation, my phone number is on all my social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And we got a YouTube channel that's really struggling. So go and give me a follow and a like and all the things. All right, y'all. I'll see you guys tomorrow or probably tonight. Bye.